Hello guys, this is Professor Mixeli Peralta and I will be guiding you through this course. Welcome to Simultaneous Interpretation 2. Dear students, I'm Professor Mixeli Peralta and I'm excited to embark on this journey with you. In this course, we will challenge ourselves to think quickly, listen deeply, and interpret powerfully. We will push beyond limits and transform challenges into opportunities, sharpening both our skills and confidence along the way. Dream big, persevere, and let's strive together to reach what may seem like the impossible. I look forward to a great learning experience with all of you. Dosage and organization of the subject. We will be discussing 5 modules. The first one is legal proceedings. The duration is 2 weeks. The weekly theoretical practical work time will be 16 hours. And the total working time will be 32 hours. The module number 2, it's about medical and healthcare. Duration 2 weeks. The weekly theoretical practical work time will be 16 hours. And the total work time will be 32 hours. Module number 3, international conferences and summits. The duration will be 2 weeks. The weekly theoretical practical work time will be 16 hours, and the total working time will be 32 hours. Then we will have business and corporate events. Duration 2 weeks. Weekly theoretical practical work time will be 16 hours, and the total working time will be 32 hours. And the last module, number 5, will be about scientific and technical fields. Duration 2 weeks. The weekly theoretical practical work time will be 16 hours, and the total working time will be 32 hours. At the end, you will have a total estimated theoretical practical hours, 160 hours. And evaluation notes. We will have different items that we'll be evaluating. The first one is the self-assessment that represents 5%. Attitudinal assessment, 5%. Module number 1, 18%. 2, 3, 4, and 5, 18%. And the final evaluation will be 18%. So at the end, you will have a total of 100%. You will have the self-assessment form that you will have to fulfill and complete it by the end of the course. And this is how it looks like. And we have also the attitudinal evaluation form that will be filled by myself. Instructions. The first thing you should do is locate yourself in a comfortable place with enough light and without distractions. So please turn off the TV and cell phone if necessary. Read the objective carefully. They will help you understand what you want to learn. To make it easier for you to learn the subject, the document is divided into 5 parts called modules. Do not skip tasks and complete each one of them in the given order. Legal proceedings, module number 1, 18%. Learning objective. Develop an awareness of professional responsibilities associated with interpreting in legal settings and conferences, arbitration, and mediation. Demonstrate understanding of the terminology used in these fields in both their source and target languages. Reference material, you will have 2 videos, a day in the life of a court interpreter, and interpreter breaks down how real-time translation works. Readings, you will have 2 readings. The first one is about courtroom trials, depositions, and immigration hearings. And the number 2 is about legal conferences and seminars, arbitration, and mediation. Activities calendar. We will solve some formative and summative activities. During the first week, we will have to read the readings, watch videos, and finish activity from module number 1. And during week number 2, we will read readings, watch videos, and develop tests from module number 1. Number 2, medical and healthcare. It represents 18%. Learning objective, acquire an understanding of the professional obligation linked to medical interpretation. Display proficiency in medical and healthcare terminology in both the source and target languages. Reference material, we will have 2 videos and 2 readings. The first video is about interpreting basics, a patient in a hospital. And the number 2 is about basic medical terminology, practice for Spanish medical interpreters. Reading number 1 is about medical field, and the reading number 2 is about healthcare. You will have 2 activities, the listen and interpret 10%, and the test that represents 8%. Activities calendar, you will have during the week number 3 to read the readings and watch videos and finish activity for module number 2. And during week number 4, you will have to read readings, watch video, and develop tests from module number 2. Module number 3, international conferences and submits, it represents 18%. Learning objective, develop an understanding of the professional duties and technical equipment related to interpreting during conferences and submits, and showcase proficiency in the specialized terminology used in conferences and submits in both the source and target languages. Reading, we will have reference material, readings, and videos. Reading number 1, it's about duties of interpreters in conferences and submits. And the reading number 2, it's about technical equipment for interpreters. Videos, 2 videos. The number 1, it's about a day in the life of simultaneous interpreter. And the number 2, it's about conference interpreting. We will have 2 activities, an activity about listen and interpret, and the number 2, it's about test. It's a test. Activities calendar for module number 3. During week 5, you will have to read the readings, watch videos, and finish activities from module number 3. And during week number 6, you will have to read readings, watch videos, and develop tests from module number 3. Module number 4. Business and corporate events, 18%. Learning objective, explain the role that interpreters play in facilitating effective communication during business and corporate events, and showcase proficiency in the specialized terminology used in business and corporate events in both the source and target languages. Reference material, we will have some videos and readings. The video number 1 is about working as a business and diplomatic interpreter. And the number 2 is about interpreting at the United Nations. Reading number 1, importance of interpreters in business and corporate events, number 1. And the reading number 2, it's about importance of interpreters in business and corporate events, number 2. Activities, listen and interpret 10%, and a test that represents 8%. Activities calendar, during week number 7, you will read readings, watch videos, and finish activity from module number 4. And during week number 8, you will read readings, watch videos, and develop tests from module number 4. And the last module is about scientific and technical fields. It represents 18%. Learning objective, explain how interpreters contribute to scientific and technical progress by ensuring that experts from different language backgrounds can collaborate effectively, exchange knowledge, and drive innovation in these fields. Number 2, demonstrate proficiency in the specialized terminology using scientific and technical fields in both the source and target languages. The reference material will be videos and readings. Video number 1, a day in the life of translator or interpreter. And video number 2, tourism, interpreting, welcome to Panama. Readings, we have the first reading about scientific and technical fields, number 1, and scientific and technical fields, number 2. Activities, listen and interpret 10%, and a test that represents 8%. Thank you so much, and I'm looking forward to see you in our first class really soon. So take care, bye-bye.